Untitled HappyCow. Hi, I'm Ken Spector with HappyCow, and I'm here with Sanae Suzuki and Eric Lechasseur, and they are the chefs at Seed in Venice, and they also have books out. You have the Love Eric book and Love Sanae book, and what was the third book?
Love Eric and Sanae.
And Love Eric and Sanae. So 3 books out. Terrific. So I wanted to pleasure meeting you both. I'd love to talk to you a little bit about I would say the theme of today's event, and that is the SOS free diet. And what is the SOS free diet?
Well, it's salt-free, oil-free, and sugar-free.
Sugar-free.
Yeah.
Now, the menu at Seed isn't SOS free.
Not everything.
Not everything.
Not everything, but we are sugar-free.
Okay.
We have items that oil-free and also salt-free.
Okay.
So, basically, we use miso, we use some tamari for seasoning, but we don't...
Instead of using salt.
Instead of using salt.
Yeah.
So it's not the whole combination, but, when you do for a restaurant, it's difficult to have the palate for everybody. So, some event like this today, it's teaching about how to do for yourself and SOS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go through each of those separately. Just break them down. Let's start with salt. How, as a chef or as chefs, how can we avoid salt in the diet and still get that flavor that we all crave?
It's all about the flavor. And when you go down to basic, what each ingredient tastes, which a lot of people forgot about it, They don't even know what's really the carrot tastes like, what really the kale tastes like, when you use. So during the lecture, one of the doctors was saying, the kale by itself, when your palate it's really sensitive to the flavor, you will feel the saltiness on the greens. You will feel the sweetness of the vegetables. So that's what it's all about.
Okay. So salt, you're saying not add any salt. You'll just taste the flavor of the vegetables. Are there any spices or perhaps a citrus? I've heard lime juice, for example, being used because it sort of emulates or is close to that salty flavor.
That's lime, lemon, things that are acidic a little bit.
Acidic.
That would help to stimulate the flavor, to give a dressing to a salad, a new punch.
So, any other spice tips?
Yeah, the salt part is we use the mineral content, which is the sea vegetables.
Sea vegetables.
Yes, that is the perfect blend to substitute the salt. And the dry herbs, especially the dry one, it becomes more dry, and then that come from the herbs that when they get dry, it kind of give you that bitter salty taste. So that is perfect for using as a mineral salt taste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now next, oil. People seem to crave oil in their foods, and what would you do to give people that flavor, that feeling of oil without adding extra oil?
So oil part, I want to say before Eric said, like myself, I did a lot of heating diet when I had cancer, so I did not use any oil. But let's say put a little bit water on the skillet and a slice of carrots. There is oil from carrots. When you saute, it comes out. Okay? If you use too much water, it's boiling, and then the oil is also evaporate. But if it's a little bit, so we call water saute vegetable, and then you do taste the oil. That's my healing diet that I did, and water saute kale, everything, water saute onion, and it gives a creamy kind of taste. Yes, but then also Eric does oil with using nuts, right, and seeds.
Yeah, so using nuts in your salad or for the dressing, the nut by itself as oil. So it's not pressed, it's not processed, it's just from the nuts.
Right.
So that also give the crunchiness, but also give the creaminess of the dressing or on the salad or on the sauce.
Yeah, our most popular dressing in the seed is a Caesar dressing. That is a pumpkin seed, believe it or not. Yes. And then you can taste it, and really creamy, and You get
no
the
oil added.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd never heard of carrots having oil and sautéing the carrots and sort of.
Any vegetable has oil. Just like a coconut is vegetable and it has oil. But coconuts are much more oil content. So we use the coconut oil for the skin, right? But carrot oil is very good for your liver, okay, system. So like that, each vegetable has oil.
Naturally.
So the SO, now for the final S, which is sugar. Now, what can we do as far as eliminating or at least reducing the amount of sugar that we get into our diets?
All the grains has sugar, believe it or not. The natural sugar, not the like refined sugar like a cane.
Sugar cane.
Right. So the grain has brown rice, barley, millet. They all have sweet taste. And where I grown up in Japan, we use mostly only rice syrup. That's how I grown up. Okay. And then where Eric grown up, what? Maple.
Maple, so from the tree.
Yes, tree. Another vegetable. That's vegetables.
Right. But is maple syrup really that good for us?
Well, it's
Or optimal?
it's not as processed as a refined sugar.
Better
And-
than regular refined sugar. Much better. And grain-based sweetener does not bring up the sugar pressure up. Okay, so that's the where we look at we call macrobiotic. So it's not just the nutrition; it's also that how your blood sugar level bring up and high down. That's like a roller coaster. So that's what we are focusing, and also much milder. We don't even use agave at the seed. Also, how they grow this plant-based diet is important. Like a maple takes a long time to grow, and it takes a long time to get syrup. And the grains too takes, So like that is important.
Okay,
Yes.
terrific. Well, thank you so much for the tips. This is Eric and Sanae from Seed in Venice, California. What is the address of your restaurant?
1604 Pacific.
1604 Pacific Avenue in Venice, 1 block from the beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Email us seedkitchen@gmail.com. I'll be happy to talk with Eric and everybody. Right?
And what is your website if people want to purchase your books or learn more about you?
Seedkitchen.com.
Yeah, Seedkitchen.
Seedkitchen.com.
Yes.
Okay, terrific. So I'm Ken from Happy Cow. This is Eric and Sanae from Seed. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Healthy Eating and Living Guide. Happy Cow.